Happy Thursday to everyone. I am very pleased and also very proud to share with you once again a snippet from our Tuesday session this week where we discussed laws number 5 and 6 of the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. The segment that you are about to watch is where we kind of took our laws and delved into the personal world. We had a lot of laughter with a lot of learning. I hope you enjoyed this segment and recognize that with everything that we do, people are a component of our lives, be it on our professional track or in our personal space. What we do together on Tuesdays is to discuss the laws and other topics to better equip ourselves to address those individuals that we come into contact with each and every day. Enjoy this segment, and I hope you get as much enjoyment out of it as we did when we discussed it. Everybody agree? Hey, Tamika, look at her cutting on her camera.
I would
Agree.
certainly think
Go
that's
ahead.
true
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't, if you're trying to teach somebody something and you don't know it, you can't teach it to them. And so if some of these other behaviors that you want to possess that would benefit others, then you have to also embody those things. Because if you don't, then it's very hard for other people to even believe you when you say, because you might say, well, I know this and this and this and this, but people also watch more than that. And they
Mm-hmm.
would begin to say, well, she talks about that all the time, but I don't ever see her doing that. So I think you do have to be able to at least model some of these things. And of course, you're not going to be perfect in every arena that your job may require, but you're going to be solidly confident that you know and can do enough and maneuver in that position where people who report to you deem you to be somebody that's creditable, somebody that should be in this leadership role, because your colleagues will, they're kind of, they might not say nothing to you, but as co-workers, they'll chat with each other about you. You
Yes,
do
they
have
will.
you have to exhibit some competence
Yeah.
and help as people place people in positions, and we've all seen it.
Mm-hmm.
They put people in positions who are competent where they are,
Mm-hmm.
and actually they should be a role model for those that report to them.
I agree. I agree. So the next one says we add value to others when we know and relate to what others value. So this kind of goes back to what Paris was saying just a moment ago. So a management consultant, Nancy K. Austin, says that once she looked under the bed in her room at one of her favorite hotels, she was surprised to find a card. It said, "Yes, we clean under here too." I don't remember the lobby or the number of chandeliers or how many square feet of marble they cobbled together to make our underfoot experience pleasant. What she remembered was the card. The housekeeping staff had anticipated what was important to her and served her well. Inexperienced leaders are quick to lead before knowing anything about the people they intend to lead. Mature leaders listen, learn, and then lead. They listen to their people's stories. They find out about their hopes and dreams. They become acquainted with their aspirations and they pay attention to their emotions. From these things, they learn about their people. They discover what is valuable to them and then they lead based upon what they've learned. When they do this, everybody wins: the organization, the family, the leader, and the followers. So that's like if we let's take a married couple. We talked a lot about organization, so let's delve into the personal a little bit. So that's a married couple, and the wife, when they go to a certain restaurant, eats the same thing every time she goes. Let's just say we're going to a Chinese restaurant because I can remember that real easy, and say what she really loves to eat is General Tso's chicken, and she always likes to have shrimp fried rice with extra peas and extra carrots. That's her order every time she goes. So the husband decides that he wants to surprise his wife and pick up food and say she doesn't have to cook this evening. So he's gonna pick up food and he's like, "Oh, I know my wife really loves this Chinese restaurant." And he gets there and he orders her sesame chicken with plain rice
It's
and
too
an egg
sweet.
roll.
It's too sweet. We don't like it.
So he brings it home, and the idea was to surprise his wife, but in going to her favorite Chinese restaurant, he did not get her favorite food. What did that do?
Mess him up. Totally messed him up.
Yeah, he in the doghouse.
Totally messed him up.
Messed him
I
up
beg to
completely.
differ. I beg to differ.
I do too.
It depends on their love language. Because if her love language is acts of service, then she is going to appreciate that regardless of what he did.
Correct.
But
Agree.
internally,
Mhm.
she's gonna be like, how many times have we ordered Chinese? And you don't know that I like General Tso's with shrimp fried rice with extra peas and carrots.
Extra carrots, right. So I think, but there's something to be said because he only did halfway. That was halfway to what he needed to do. The acts of service, great. You thought about going to get us something to eat so I wouldn't have to cook. Awesome. Will she eat the General Tso's chicken with the white rice? Probably. Do you think she will say something to him about not having it?
Yes.
Give it sesame, but
We
yes, I will eat it because I love Chinese food.
She will say something about it. The
Yeah.
first thing out her mouth gonna be, "How long have you been with me at this restaurant?
Yes. Right.
Have I gone
Right.
and gotten this same every time you go here and
She
you don't
is not.
Look at my face.
That's the reason I get on camera.
Please,
'Cause I'm like, I
please
can't
make
get on
sure that when you've been married for 22 years, that you know what to pick out at the place. Okay.
Right. And so when we think about our relationships, right? I picked a married couple, but when we think about that, there are leaders within our relationships. Would everybody agree with that?
Yes.
There's leaders in your friend circle,
Yes.
right? There's leaders
Yes.
right? There's leaders in your relationship. So if you're leading this thing and you come home and you didn't pick out what I wanted to eat, are you leading effectively?
No. You're not leading,
No.
you're not listening, you're not observing, you're not doing anything.
Right. Because you didn't listen,
You're
you didn't listen or learn.
Right.
And you done been there how many times with her and you came home with the wrong item?
Right.
Sir,
Right.
let's have a
I can tell you, there are certain places I can go and I'm like, this is what she's wanting. This is how she wants it. Her steak, medium well, almost to medium. Almost to the point of mooing and eating.
He got the side eye. He got the side
He
eye.
did you see that?
You ain't even have to look over there because I'm like,
I saw that. I saw that.
medium.
It was like he was burning it.
You gonna be on this good people's internet and say what?
Medium. I know that. I mean, and that's what. But again, it also depends on how many years, but even sometimes it don't even depend on how many years. It's how observant you are with.
Right. And that's exactly it, Peter, because the thing is, in every relationship, be it a leader to their associate, a husband to his wife, a spouse, a friendship, a sisterhood, or whatever it looks like, there is always, you have to listen and learn. If I go buy a gift for my sister, I know what she likes. I know what color she likes. I know what type of outfit she likes. I know what boots she likes. I know what purses she likes. I don't need to ask my sister unless I just really am lost, like what to get her or what to buy her. The same thing for my mother. Even though she has everything and needs nothing, I still know what my mother likes and what she doesn't like. I know what Phil likes and doesn't like. And so it's these things that if you're in a relationship with somebody and you genuinely care about that person, and that's your team member, all the way to your wife, all the way to your kids, then you need to listen, because even your kids have taste. They know what they like and they know what they don't like. Where we come in errors when we try to make them eat something that we know they don't like. I don't like that, mommy. But we like, eat it anyway, it's good for you. No, I don't like that. Am I leading effectively?
They quick to tell you what they like and don't like.
Don't like.
With the harshness, not the niceness, the harshness.
Sometimes as parents, though, we don't listen, right? And then we swoop in. It's like, well, you need to eat it because it's good for you. Well, if they don't like it, why am I making them eat it? And so you can see this in like every facet of our lives. If we are going to be mature leaders and lead effectively, I've got to listen and I've got to learn from those individuals that I say I'm leading. And I need to make sure that I am applying what I've learned when I deal with it, what their values are. You know, some people value money, some people value time. The first thing people like to give folk when something happens is we don't give you a bonus. And it's like the bonus is great, but really, if you could give me next Thursday and Friday off, I would be very happy about that. Some people just want you to acknowledge the fact that they did a good job. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to do this. Pat me on my back. Good job, parents. Wonderful job. That's you. Right. Just tell me I did a good job. But because we blanket what that looks like, we hit people and we're not even hitting what feeds them. Like Paris said, their love language, right? Because that applies even in our professional lives. That's not my love language. I don't want you to give me money. That's not what I want from you, right? So it's understanding what that looks like when we talk about we want to be of value to somebody else. Peter, y'all cut y'all camera off. Y'all good over there? I just want to check in. As you said, medium. You should.
Yeah, we're just.
Turn it back on, Chicky. We doing a welfare check.
I'm sitting here.
Thank you for caring about us.
You see, that's the value. That's the value that's
You're right.
of having the camera.
Right. I needed to do it some well check.
Without
Like,
the
I'm
camera,
good.
he could have just been over there. just-
Remember, I fixed it. I took it back. Not well, not. Yeah.
yeah, I got you. Okay, but the camera went off and you got quiet. I was just,
All got
I was
words.
just checking.
I hope you all got as much enjoyment out of that section of our series discussion on this past Tuesday as much as we enjoyed having it. A lot of laughter, but a lot of learning. Please join us next Tuesday on October the 12th at 7:00 p.m. We're going to continue our discussion on law number 6, which is the law of solid ground. And we're going to then jump into discussions on law 7, 8, and 9, the law of respect, the law of intuition, and the law of magnetism. You should see the link for our page down below, and you can go to the site and register to sign up, and we will send you the information. We so hope to see you on Tuesday. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful Thursday, a great Friday, and a beautiful weekend. Thank you all so much. Have a good day.